PayPal changes to terms and conditions will force buyers and sellers to use this platform even more. What is up? What is going on, everyone? David, SVA Card Collectors. So, we have some things to talk about today. First off, though, guys, comment, like, subscribe if you're listening on YouTube, things of that nature. If you learn something, comment. I'll comment back. We'll talk. We'll have a little back and forth. Today, what we have being released, Panini Obsidian Draft Basketball. Jesus, I'm looking at it. Football. That would be released today on Panini's website. It is $149.95. So you can get that 4 autographs per box. And then the next thing that's coming out, which is what I was looking at before, 4 days later, there's 4 days left, is first off the line Panini Obsidian Basketball, $1,250. Wah. So, today's episode is going to be, it's going to be a little bit of a downer. And why I say it's going to be a downer is it's going to be forcing people to one platform more than the other. I'll give you a little hint because it will be part of, well, not the aspect that I'm talking about now, but Monday I have a great interview that will be coming up with Burbank Sports Cards. They are one of the biggest eBay stores in the world. They have 2.5 million items listed. I counted one day where they had 1,300 sales in just one day. They are big beasts, so I will be interviewing them, and that will be posted on Monday, so check that out. Now, why do I say it's going to be pushing, things that are happening are being pushed to eBay? Well, looking at Facebook and seeing people complain about PayPal. And now PayPal is, they're changing some things up. And on July 31st, when this stuff comes about, they are changing their terms and conditions. I'm going to read a little bit about it. I'm going to read some of the things that it says. They're expanding seller protection to include certain intangible goods and providing terms. That's nothing. We are clarifying that our seller protection program does not cover unauthorized transactions initiated in an environment not hosted by PayPal. Is Instagram hosted by PayPal? No. Is Facebook hosted by PayPal? No. For significantly not is described claims under a seller protection policy, we are clarifying that the item may not be returned to the sellers, or sellers may be required to accept the return and pay for the return shipping. I love the way these things. These are like, you can't send it back, or you could, and then you'll have to refund them. Where was the other one? We are excluding items intended for resale, including single item transactions or transactions that include multiple items from reimbursement eligibility under our purchase protection program. And there you have it. That's the crux of a lot of things with regards to PayPal. And a lot of people took that as being, oh, well, I think they still cover it. No. Checking out, and I'm looking at a post that was on Topps Project 2020 where they had a person was asking questions to PayPal. And they said, I buy trading cards to resell on eBay. That's no longer being covered. And how would that be different from, say, if I purchased a trading card for my own personal collection? If you buy trading cards and resell them, they would not be covered under the new policy. This is PayPal. If you're purchasing directly from the manufacturer, so if you're purchasing from Topps, that would be covered. What if I buy them from another person with intention to keep them for myself? Or are neither person covered since that other person is reselling? PayPal. Neither party would be covered under the new policy, which is what I have been saying before without even reading this. They are basically trying to get out of the business of trying to figure out who's right and who's wrong. They just want to be a conduit for you to exchange money with people, and they want to collect their fee. They do not want to get into the nitty-gritty. And so I said, all right, well, now that should, bring up other players. Venmo should be, chomping at the bit, saying, hey, all right, we're going to get some share. Until I look them up. Venmo does not offer a buyer or seller protection program for transactions. Regardless of the nature of payment, unless expressly offered to by Venmo, you ain't getting protected. Okay. What about Facebook? Well, Facebook has our purchase policies are here to provide you with a peace of mind whenever you make a purchase through on-site checkout on Facebook or Instagram. To qualify for purchase protection, you must make sure that your purchase is eligible as a protected purchase as defined in this policy. Use on-site checkout on Facebook or on Instagram to complete your payment for purchase. Purchases made through third-party sites, local pickups, messenger transactions, or through other messaging services do not qualify. Sucks to be you. Facebook is out. Instagram is out. Payments. So if you make a deal with someone on Instagram and you pay through PayPal, or you try to pay through the Facebook app, but it's not through Facebook because you didn't. It's a very weird thing. It doesn't quite make sense, Facebook. Maybe it is item, many purchases. I am now questioning myself. I read this already, and I'm now questioning myself because if you're selling something on Facebook and it's just a post, you're not going through, I guess you would have to use their Facebook payment system. And I guess you would have to put the card for sale, and then it would be covered. If you're just posting a picture in a Facebook group, in a baseball card group, and you pay through Facebook, but you didn't put it in their marketplace, I don't believe you're going to be covered. So maybe the thing is you have an agreement with, hey, I want to buy your Mark McGwire rookie card. Okay, great. I'm going to put it on Facebook Marketplace, and you can purchase it through Facebook Pay app. And I've never used that before because of, you can just send money to people and you'll never see them again. I'm looking at this, and that would be covered if you don't get the stuff back. If the item's not received within 16 days, item's damaged. So that may be one of the things that you want to take a look at is going through Facebook, you have to use their marketplace. Now, there's also Zelle. Zelle does not offer a protection program for any authorized payments made with Zelle. It's basically for people that you know. So Zelle is out, Venmo is out, PayPal will be out, Facebook, unless you're using their marketplace, and I think they would take a fee. I'm not 100% sure about that, but I think they would. I think they would take a fee. So now, what are we stuck with? We are now stuck with major companies, i.e. eBay. You also have Mercari, and you also have OfferUp as well. I know I've used that before. And I'm sure, I don't know about their protection program, but if you're buying and selling and you're shipping through them, I believe they do have some type of protection. I know Mercari does for sure. I'm not 100% sure about OfferUp and their protection policies. But that is a big blow, I think, to the sports card industry with regards to selling outside of eBay. Now, what's going to be important is your reputation. So if you build up a reputation, especially now, you have a month. to start making deals. Because I'll tell you one thing, if I'm going to use PayPal, I'm going to make damn sure it's someone that I know, who has a great reputation, that's been around, the business for a long time. I'm not going to have someone who just DMs me on Instagram or on Twitter and go, hey, do you want these cards? Let's do this. Where previously I wouldn't have any problems because I would go to PayPal and use goods and services and call it a day. Now that's not the case. You have no protection. And so that reputation is going to be important. And that scammers list, if you just type in Google baseball card or sports card scammers list, it'll come up, will be more important. But even still, people can just create new usernames and use user IDs. So we may be stuck if you are, like myself, very adamant about being protected, when you get your cards. You're going to want to stick with eBay and Mercari. I don't know anyone who really is a big player on Amazon, and I'm sure there are. But those are the areas, those are the places you're going to want to be for protection for both buying and selling. I just thought that was a fascinating thing to see. And it just sucks because I think a lot of people use Instagram to buy and sell, and I think they will continue to do it, but it's really going to be based on trust and based on relationships. And it's going to make it harder for people who are just starting off to get that reputation. So there's that. That sucks. What I've been noticing, Topps Series 2, I'm going to switch here. I saw it on Twitter and also in my FlickTrap group, talking about how inserts are starting to fly off the shelves, and they are all inserts for Topps Series 2. They're going for $3, $4, $5. So if you have those and you don't like any of these inserts and you want to get rid of them, by all means, you should be posting them up. I would suggest plain white envelope and make sure you put that in your item description on eBay. Don't just assume. Never just go, well, it's $3. What do they expect? Don't, because you'll lose. They'll go, well, did you write it down? Well, no, they should know. That they should know business is what's going to get you killed. Also, what I saw was Louis Robert has a no-name type card, paying homage to the Big Hurt. I think it's code 117 on the back, which I thought was nice that they did that. I guess that's how highly they think of this guy. And the McCutchen, card is still all the rage with, the zipper down showing his chest, and he's thinking he's all big and bad. People are really liking that card. I know ESPN wrote about it. People just saying that's one of the best cards around. It's a good card, nice card, but it's not that great. It's all right. It's like, all right, that's nice. You guys missed a good Wednesday night chat. A lot of good things were talked about. A lot of good things, especially about the article about buying lots of cards. I still suggest that, and I suggest finding cards. Right now, looking for those low dollar raw cards that you can grade. Look for the PSA 9. I just got my Panini Select Steph Curry, and looks really nice. And there's one corner where I'm a little iffy about, but everything else looks money. So I could see someone giving this a 10. I would give this a 9. But I could see it getting through as a 10. And if I surround this with enough crappy cards that I can sacrifice, I may get that 10. When I mean sacrifice, if I send this into PSA, and I do it myself, and I'm unsure about a card, but I really want that card to be a PSA 10, you would surround the card when you are submitting it with cards that maybe 8s, maybe 9s, that are not going to get that 10. And so you're sacrificing that card because it's going to look better than the one previous. And if that's the case, then, you have a better chance of getting that PSA 10. Well, the last sold in a PSA 9 for this select Steph Curry was $85. So I bought this for $20. It'll cost me $10, whatever it is, $13 for shipping, whatever it is, $14. And I should be able to sell this for $85. I'm pretty confident this will get a 9. I didn't check the Russell Westbrook yet, but I'm sure a PSA 9, I will at least get my money back. I paid $20 plus shipping and tax, so I think it came out to like $28. I paid it up a little bit for this. I have another one coming. Again, $38. I'm assuming a PSA 9 this card, and I'm gonna look it up as we're talking, but I bet you it's a $50, $60 card. It's 2012 Panini Prism. It's of a Hall of Famer, and I can't see it, not getting that much money. Unless, and the other thing is, there's not that many of these cards even being graded. Like, yeah, right now, I just looked it up. No, all they have is the Prism. The silver version of it. So I don't know. But in any case, I'm pretty confident that I can get my money back. It's a 9. Definite 9 because it's off-centered. Again, I could see this being a 10. I've seen 10s get this. But would I figure it? But when I'm figuring cost factors, I shouldn't be crumpling stuff up as I'm talking on the podcast. That's what I should be figuring. I'm shooting for 9s when I'm getting these cards. So that's that. All right, guys. It's that time of the show. SVAcardcollectors.com. Guys, I have that writer's article submission. $50 to the guy who gets the best, or gal who has the best article. Second place will be a Topps Project 2020 card for sure. So submit those articles. It'll be in the description below. And download the FlickChat app. And also, you guys know what to do. Buy some cards, go broke later. You've heard me talk about StarStock. They've been a sponsor of the show for a couple of months now. Well, now you can deposit, purchase cards, view in your collection, and flip those cards back on the marketplace with so much more to be built. StarStock is building a sports card marketplace aimed to be faster, cheaper for flipping sports cards than any other platform. They're currently looking for people who want to submit their cards to sell on this new platform. Here's what StarStock is offering. 5% commission, no ingestion fees. You send in the cards, they do all the work. Cards are guaranteed and secured in the vault. I seen the little guy, his name is Pepe. He doesn't let anybody in or out. You could choose cards to ship back to you at any time. You can buy, flip, store, or ship cards with a click of a button. If you're interested in getting involved and sending those cards, contact Mike at mike@starstock.com. Again, StarStock is only looking for rookie cards and are prospects of current players. Head over to starstock.com.